Greetings, my fellow icy warriors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, the first Wendigo, episode 52, Chill Wind. So I told Parduk to harvest the rice, but I have no idea if enough rice is going to be harvested in time. Don't really care, I have plenty of it. So T-Sang, once you're back in the main stockroom, let's see if I fixed... Yep, no weapon around. It was the beer. So if he moves near the beer, it should go down. Yep. Beer confirmed. Keep him away from beer. Proxy, thank you for the resub. Wow, and it's sub tier 3 too? Holy cow. And Ice Cold Beer Lover for the resub too. Cheers. Have I been soft? I feel like the mic was kind of far from my face. I apologize for the lack of professionalism. So I'm being warned that I need warm clothing because it's dropping to negative 42°C. Which is really not that much of a problem. Most of the people I care about are going to be plenty warm. Could it be that beer is a drug too? No. It's because it can be used as a weapon. Because they're around tea all the time. There's tea sitting in the stockpile. And goat juice. And wake up. And maybe some smoke leaf. Yep, smoke leaf. It's not because it's a drug. It's because you can pick up a beer bottle and stab someone with it. It used to be when slavery first came out that that wood was also considered a weapon, because technically you can equip it as a weapon, and that caused slave rebellions. But they had since fixed that. Who is close by that can help with that? Mass. And have Rexy do it too. Packist has, like, swung at Double D, like, 10 times now and missed all 10. It's kind of embarrassing. Why not you just pick on Squint, who will actually punch you back? Hey, Rosie. Here, pick on Rosie. Alright, the vacuum is now going to beat up the prisoner. And the holler butt. And don't be stupid. Make sure to set up no meds so that we don't waste herbal meds on these stupid prisoner brawls. So, Solar Flare, 9 hours so far? You could, like, definitely go away. I wouldn't complain. Oh, we're butchering links. And here's the shuttle. So 2 of the prisoners are going to go bye-bye. And that gives me the honor to become a Countess. So I'm not going to be able to take advantage of the Countess for a bit. Same of Menino. I'm not charitying you. So I'm not going to be able to take advantage of the Countess because I don't have a throne room fitting for a Countess, which is one of the big requirements. Alright, finally. The impids were starting to die because of a lack of heat. In Countess ceremony. Sweet. That's still going to be one of my goals, because I have the honor to become a Countess. I have 5 more than I need, but I don't have a appropriate throne room, so. To be done. I think all of the fine meals in the stockpile now are all cannibal meals. I believe. So that's good. That makes it easier to count. You'll love that his sweater makes him partially translucent. Yep. Chroma key. That's what happens. Can a medic bot warden prisoners? No. Medic bots can't warden, but they can tend prisoners, which are different. So if a prisoner, for instance, doesn't have legs and are starving, the medic bot can feed the prisoner, but the medic bot won't bring a meal to the prisoner. There's kind of a fine difference there. Cheers. So once I have a paramedic bot, the paramedic bot can manage someone like Rurift here, who doesn't have legs and can't feed herself, but, you know, is not a warden replacement. Would a piano help the throne room? In fact, it's required. I need a piano in the throne room, and I also need the throne room to be 180 or 160 impressiveness. So both of those requirements need to be met before I can do the Countess ceremony. And that actually is explained here in the Countess ceremony. Impressiveness 160, one more column or two more columns and one piano. And then I become Countess. And I had mentioned before, but I think the probably the most efficient way to become a Countess is to make the room just larger, so it's more spacious and beautiful as a result. Gaunt head and poison stimulus. All right. I have not made a dent in high mech tech. So now that I think the really, really important wall parts of the base have been rebuilt, that's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm also going to tell my haul bots to stop hauling the toxins, because I'd rather them haul the steel that I need to queue up mining again. And is that set to a haul zone? Okay, it is, yeah. Wow, it's negative 50 Celsius out now. What is the standard? The average temperature goes down to negative 20 to negative 40. So I'm 10 degrees Celsius colder, or 8 degrees Celsius colder than the average, and it's only the start of December. Oh, how art reflects real life. Wait, didn't I take you off a hauling zone? How are you heading over there? I think maybe because it was already queued up. Pretty sure I explicitly said quit hauling there. So these mechs I want hauling, and I only really have one haul bot now because the others got capped. But hauling the steel for me so I can make more helmets. Question for you all. Should I consider allying another faction? Yes or no? I can pretty easily source organs to be able to gift organs to other factions. And the purpose of alliances with other factions is I can call them in as friendlies if it's tempered enough. I can trade with them. You know, I can sort of abuse the relationship like I've been doing with the Shattered Empire, or the Glitterworld Empire. So it's not me trying to be friendly, it's me trying to treat them as a means to an end. But with that said, you might consider it as me trying to be friendly. And I would totally understand if you thought it was inappropriate for me to fraternize with the other factions. Makes total sense to me. So Tiffy, you're not faring great, but whatever, it's free room and board. Who are you to complain? A prophetic structure. That's about 2100 materials. Infant chem reactor is not terrible. It's too bad that's not a legendary piano, because that would significantly change the calculus. I'll have you vote on this afterwards. It does, if it gets damaged, cause fog for 9 days. And, well, you know how I feel about fog. Fog's the worst. I hate fog. It's like Anakin's sand to me. Hey, T-Sing, quit making masterworks. Save all of your best crafting skill for when you're making stuff for me. Please and thank you. There is so much to haul. There's still Lynx corpses and hundreds of steel and plasteel and components and everything. All in due time. I'm just trying to make sure that the people in the colony right now are, like, productive, doing things that matter. I had 3 mech haulers, but 2 of them got blown up. It's also possible to, so the... I do have a power focus chip. And I could use this power focus chip to eventually make more bandwidth for myself. Or I could just make band nodes. I haven't wanted to make band nodes, but... So I'm probably not going to go that route. But that would also be a possibility. The material cost of the monument, about 2200. That's 950 plus 1160. You'll get to vote on that soon. Okay, Orange Chaos. Looks like you're idle. Tiffy's mental break was that she was fed on. Alright, well, let's just do that again. Make it worse. Sounds good to me. Oops. Should have complained. Now you have a double blood feeder mark. Do I still need honor? I do not. No. Currently, I have enough honor to fulfill the all of that I need to be a countess. As I'm a baroness plus 25, you only need 20 to become a countess. I could do it for more honor, and that would give me the ability to call in additional aids if I need them, but only if you think that that's warranted. So you guys think I should consider allying another faction? What faction? The Civil Union? Civil Tribe? I'm already a little towards allying the Civil Tribe and the Civil Union, and those are the only ones I'm really going to consider, because I don't really care about the Pig Union and the Neanderthal Tribe. Well, I could do the Pig Union too. I don't want the Neanderthals because they can't show up for combat, so I can't really abuse the relationship. These helmets, how much did they weigh? 1 kilogram each, and I need 55 of them, so that's 55 kilograms plus food, plus the body weight of one person. That will all fit in one transport pod. I don't need a... I was trying to do the mental calculus of, like, do I need a second transport pod? But I don't, so that's good. Mass, what are you eating? Oh, that is not a cannibal meal. Cannibal meals should not include simple meals like ever. Wendigo cook. I long for the day when Wendy does not have to do the cook. Have you guys vote on that, and then we'll vote on the monument quest. Or offer, whatever you want to call it. Where is Rosie? She's charging. No more charging. It's getting nasty. Oh, you ran all the way up there just to take the drugs, but you're not going to haul them? Lazy. Well, now that these farm fields have been replanted, I'll turn them back on. I had them off because the solar flare killed them all. Figured, why power it up? So that's the selling to Rockrino Hill. I guess I should have figured out where it was first. Man, that's not close. What I could do is I could pod out there and use transport shuttle to shuttle home. That way it's a instant round trip. Because walking home from there has gotta suck. 17 days? Yeah, no, expletives to that trip. That sounds terrible. We're still working on cleaning up the map tile full of corpses. It's a lot of corpses. We went from having basically no food and having to ration to having such abundance that it's overflowing our freezers. Which means something terrible is going to happen to us, because, you know, that stands to reason given my track record. Alright, 2 haulers. The third hauler is getting regestated now. Medin, thank you for the sub. Cheers to that. Okie dokie. It's a prepare while, that's interesting. Mostly Tesserons, which are very easy to kill with Scythers, which is good. Orange Chaos, go to the fight zone. And join group 1. And then the second group is mostly Pikes and Tesser. Okay, so these mechs basically have no ranged attacks. So what I need to do is I need to prep this this kill box ahead of time. But I don't, as long as I don't let them touch me, it's a very weak raid against mechs. It's an anti-personnel raid, anti-tribal raid, for the most part. So let's get building. So schedule, all of my people behind walls, except for Wendy. I'll micromanage Wendy. And get this built. Items gifted to people depend upon... Yeah, basically, items gifted are all the same rep. Except for if certain things are, like, forbidden to them. So, for instance... It's a little complicated and kind of hard to explain while streaming, because it's... The full answer is like an essay's worth. But the TLDR is more or less, whoever you give things to, it's the same benefit to everybody. That's not exactly true, but it's close enough to truth. But that's probably all that matters. And we are going to be gifting to the Civil Union. Got it. T saying, what is tattered on you? Your collar and toque. No, your toque. The mechs are shooting at a snow hare that's self-tamed. Basically, the snow hare is committing suicide right now. Which is pretty funny. I'm going to tell the snow hare to kill itself. And it died. Oh, even one of the Tesserons got friendly fired. Makes my life a wee bit easier. Alright, T-Saying, come on down here. I'm gonna want EMPs. Oh, really? Knocked out from hypothermia? You've gotta be ridiculous. Wasn't that hypothermic? Alright, well, I'll warm up quickly and try to get to the front fast so that I can micromanage again. I'm gonna start repairing those walls. Pobble, go back to recharge. You're not needed here. Wendy, throw this parka on and then go back to the fight. Mass is already headed back to the fight. As you can see, even without micromanagement, this fight is not that hard to deal with, given the mechs that are coming. I don't want to smack talk them too hard and then end up being wrong. Okay, you're now very warm. What are you even firing at? This Tesseron's just like, go home, Tesseron, you're drunk. My temperature tolerance is not going to get me cold. I'm actually just going to have a little bit of snack here while I fight. Critical Foxes is down. Oh, really? You shot me while I'm snacking? In the foot? That's just simply rude. I don't really want free Lancers. So, T-Saying, fire over there. Don't hit Wendy, though. That was clutch. Jumped over the combat. They do have a Scorcher. So I'm going to want to take that Scorcher out. Orange Chaos, mosey on over there. Ryzet and Critical Fox is already down, and then the pikemen are being used to tank. You are going to be unrestricted and rearm the turrets. Rearm the turrets. There you go. Is this both groups? I think this is the second group, right? Ooh, 16 components came off that mech. That's nice. This also further cements the need to actually rebuild this and not set it as a low priority, because it's becoming a recurring issue. Ow! Shoot. I'll have the pikemen set me off fire. Fire is really not good for vampires to get hit with. I thought Orange Chaos was close enough to shut down the Tesseron, but obviously that wasn't the case. Alright. And combat's over. Cool. Mechs back to recharge. I'll start repairing the Scythers because they were pretty clutch there. In fact, actually, let's stop the bleeds. Mask, go take a break. Looks like you're about to have a mental one. I have 33 out of 55 helmets. You just go to sleep. One of those turrets is still on? Yeah, the last one that was being rearmed. Thank you. I hate when it's just a bunch of damage, not missing limbs. Missing limbs are just so much easier to repair. Alright, so all of the combat mechs are mobile and heading back to the recharge zone. And I'll eventually get around to repairing them up fully. Probably with mass, so that Wendy can build. Oh, you are... Okay, let's not do that. Ambrosia, Psychite. Let's go with beer instead. You still want the smoke leaf. You don't need it. Okay, Wendy's fully healed despite the burns. That was quick. Updating the goal, host prisoner, get high mech tech, become a countess. Really nothing has changed except for the quantity of prisoners I'm currently hosting. I would also include the Alliance, but I don't have room for that at the moment. So I'm delivering to... Oh, unfortunately I'm delivering to the tribe. So allying them is not the goal. And then we're going to tell Wendy to construct. So I'm probably going to be micromanaging her a little bit so that I can get more progress on the defenses going. What about blood rot? 28%. Nothing to be concerned about at the moment. A lot of dead mechs, though, to turn into construction project or steel, and then eventually construction projects. At some point, I'm going to probably want to switch. Actually, that Eltex road is. I'm going to keep it off. I don't need that anymore. In fact, maybe I'll go to the recon armor. Oh, and we have a trade ship Imperial. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Because no one was going to come in person anyway. So I'm going to switch to the recon armor to help protect the lungs, because I did lose a lung, and that was annoying. But this robe is damaged enough that that I'm kind of done with it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to rely on Smoke Leaf. I was planning on sending the kidneys, livers, and hearts to, or kidneys, lungs, and hearts to make an ally, but nah. Kill happy. The problem with that is it's a fire sword. If that was a mono sword, I would buy it, but a fire sword's gonna freak her out. I like everything about it, except for the fire. Well, that was a huge trade. That's a lot of silver. Mess, why aren't you eating if you're starving? Cannibal meals. Are there none? No, I'm staring at a cannibal meal. What are you doing? Eat. Goofball. Jesus. Yeah, you're probably right. Heal root would be a good thing to swap to. I am going to... Let's do this entire farm of heal root. Because I have a lot of rice at this point. So Pardue, get to work. Is Kish still dead? Yeah, Kish is still dead. One of the reasons why I haven't had construction help. So with the recon armor on, I'm not exactly protected from the ambient temperature, but it's close enough that I'm not going to perish and collapse like I did before. That was a wee bit embarrassing. So this is a more reinforced entryway, and then I'm going to modify it so that people won't stand on the entryway in a minute once the walls are done. And then it can go back to research, which is what I really want to do, but not having... Oh, God, I can't wait till I have that thumb back. Not having a proper entryway is going to be a bit of a problem if I don't address it. I'm not going to do animal pen fences. I have a better solution. I saw when you typed that last, I just ignored it because I have a better solution. Hey, you were smoking the smoke leaf anyway, aren't you? Here. Trade the smoke leaf to... They left. No, they didn't leave. Well, stop trying to steal a smoke leaf. I don't want you smoking that. Wait, they're gone? No, they're not gone. That was weird. Wait. Why are you in such bad mood anyway? Your fiance died? But, like, that happened so many days ago. You're stuck inside? I mean, go outside. A lot of these problems you can solve on your own. Would it work, though? It would work, but it's not good. The fences, that is. We're almost done with the kid helmets. Cool. I'm not really sure who I want to give the craft trainer to, though. I might just hold on to it. I could give it to Wendy. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to Wendy. Just invest in Wendy. Probably not going to give her the minor trainer, though, because it's drudge work that she doesn't ever need to be good at. And then social trainer will go to her as well. So prophetic structure expires in 4 hours. I'm just going to decide no. The amount of manual labor that requires versus the benefit that is dumb. So I'm just making the decision myself. Big nope. So what I wanted to do here to stop them from standing where they shouldn't stand is I'm gonna put a few steel barricades here and let them on fire when enemies come in, so that if they want to stand there, they'll just be on fire and they're gonna be flailing around. But I'm also gonna keep the fire far enough away from Wendy that she's not gonna suffer from the pyrophobia. So it's gonna serve two purposes instead of just the one. Look at all these mechs, and these are only a small fraction of the mechs that just got destroyed, because there's still tons of urchins out here and other mechs around. Ooh, thrombos too? And 5 of them? Alright, Wendy, it is time for you to do some research. So for the thrombos, they're probably heading into my base. So I'm going to close this door ahead of time so that they can't. Because then it's really annoying to try to shoot them. And then Soups is finally out. So Soups, you are going to be given any clothing, cannibal meals, scheduled drugs. You're 18. And I think with Soups, I'm going to turn Soups into an intellectual. I don't think it would be a bad idea to have 2 people that can use science in the base. So I need to actually figure out a lot more than just that. So let me take a screenshot of current genetics so that I can calculate the cost. So you have poor intellectual on you. So if I counter that, that's going to be expensive, but that's fine. You don't have poor plants, though. So this here is actually a metabolic efficiency of -3 because it's suppressing the poor intellectual. And then you don't have poor social, so I'll give you poor social. You don't have poor animals, I'll give you poor animals. I'll give you awful crafting. And I'm at my complexity max. So this will be the soups gene, and I might need to reassess this. But I'm trying to make a scientist that I don't need to constantly babysit. There we go. If I had an animal pulse, it would be perfect for another mech queen? Yes, it would be. Getting those thrombo to do my dirty work. Zan, thank you for the resub. So soups, yeah, that's your bedroom. I'll install the other beds. Actually, I'm going to install this bed. Give you an excellent one. I don't have a proper bedroom for you. But this is actually a nicer bedroom than these individual beds, and if you're in the corner there, you're not going to get disturbed. Look at all that silver, holy cow. Xenogerm is done. Implant the soup's xenogerm. And the lifter's done. This will help to get things hauled around. So now with the 3 lifters, I'm actually going to unrestrict them. They can go anywhere they want, lift whatever they want. And hopefully they just choose things that matter more. Okay, so Soups is going to be in a xenogerm coma for 2.5 days. But here's Soup's new metabolic efficiency. You can see all of these plus metabolic efficiency barely outweigh the great intellectual, so it was very necessary to implant that. But intellectual 8, nothing else. Slothful, so slothful is barely going to outweigh the quick sleeper. They're going to like fight one another with for work efficiencies, but that's fine. And then this is Soup's bedroom rather than barracks. Alright, I am going to want to shoot up the thrombo. So let me get a little bit more hemogen from the prisoners here. Checking in on the blood-rotted one. She's fine. And then maybe during the day, even though I'm weak to sunlight, I'll take them on. So I'm trying to think of whether or not I want to involve the mechs. I probably don't, because the mechs aren't as their mobility doesn't match Wendy or Mass. Slothful is a shame? Yeah. Oh well. Can't be helped. They're vat grown, so they come out pretty shoddy. I would be able to do the kid helmet delivery, so I'll get around to that at some point. I have many days, 20 days left to do that, so I'm not in any rush. Plus, I can shuttle there, shuttle back. In fact, it might, or pod there, shuttle back. Yeah, I'm just going to have Wendy start to do that. Although, no. Because I do want to kill the thrombo. So I'm going to wait till post-thrombo. Oh, really? I'm going to wait till post-wander, I guess. She's still in wake-up withdrawal due to that one wake-up I used. So even though she was in a pretty impressively good mood, she still decided to daze. There might also be a reason to try to grow another embryo. So Soups is a pretty good specimen, right? If we refer back to the genes, or rather, let me just open up the genes locally. You can always use the commands to find the copies for yourself. A lot of the genes that we want in the final Wendigo are represented in Soups. And the question is, do we have another egg that is not related to Soups that holds these genes? So Soups' biological parents are Tsing and Brito. So we would want an egg fertilized by not Tsing and Brito. Tsing doesn't have any other relationships, doesn't have like siblings, nor does Brito. So like Curiosity, for instance, and Allah wouldn't be related, I don't believe. It does get a little complicated. So I'm just going to expect these eggs and see if any of them would be a good colonist to match with Soup's genes. Because Soup has cold tolerance, which we want, strong melee damage, which we want, robust and reduced pain, all of which we want. So 4 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 genes. So 4/11ths the way there. Which is not bad for, like, generation 1 or 2. It's actually pretty lucky. So I think of all the eggs that I currently have, this one is maybe the best of them. And this is Curiosity and Rill. Is Curiosity related to Soup's brother? So that would be incest if they had children. Yeah, I think they're all Curiosity eggs. So I would need to start... I could grow these eggs, but they wouldn't be able to interbreed with Soups. Maybe with Mass? No. Well, that was Beyonce. So yeah, Mass being female I could extract eggs out of Mass and mix with a child of Rill and Curiosity. Yeah, I guess I'll grow this one. So that's 3/11ths. This is another 3/11ths. These are like identical eggs. So maybe I'll grow both, and keep the better one, or keep the one that can breed with Mass, because Mass is female. So I would want one that is male, if possible. And this is another 3/11ths that I could grow too. So there's a lot of chances for a potential second generation, or whatever generation you want to count. Thank you for tuning in to The First Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos.